I never really heard him singing any other kind of music more than that. I mean, just sort of out upstairs, you know, on his own time, or in the middle of the night.
In a setting like that, was he generally? Do you have other people with him, and they were all singing around a piano, or would he sing by himself sometimes?
Both. Actually, he has an organ upstairs right outside of his room in his office, and he would sit there and do it. I mean, people would come up and stuff, but he would be doing. I would see both himself and then a lot of the guys just doing it at night.
What did you call your dad when you were little? Did you call him Daddy, Pops? I mean, Dad. What did you call him?
I called him Daddy, but sometimes I call him Elvis, the way the fans did.
I saw this when you were in the studio. You brought the twins with you that day, and I'm telling you, I saw love like any of the best parents I've ever seen, because Lisa obviously loves the girls. I've never met your older children, but I met your twins, and she's loving on them, and they're hanging all over her, and it was amazing to see that, because they're just lovely little girls. And I wondered, having lost your dad at such a young age, has that affected how you've been as a parent? Has that made you cling to them a little more?
I think so. I think it must have caused some sort of anxiety, because as soon as I, had them, I was scared to death of losing them. I know all parents have that, but there's an extra amount of it probably with me.
They're just lovely, and they were a delight to be around that day, and they were patient, because we were trying to work, and they were terrific. So that was a wonderful. Yeah, sure.
Thank you for that.
We were when you went into the studio to sing. Joel and I already talked about selecting the song "Where No One Stands Alone," and when you went into the studio to sing it. After we kind of worked on the parts and everything, for me, I'll tell you first that it was a magic moment for myself. For one thing, I'm a fan, not just of your dad, but of your voice as well. I've got all your other records as well, and I think you're a terrific singer. Lisa has. I'm the singer also, but I've worked with a lot of singers in the studio and on the road and all. And Lisa's voice has this character and guts that is reminiscent of her dad's in some ways, but it's all unique as well. And it's tough, and it sounds weathered, and it sounds experienced and all. And I certainly hope we're going to get to do some more. But she. At the moment you were in the studio, and I'm sitting on the other side of the glass from you at the console, just watching you and listening to every word as I make my notes about the performance and all. That became an emotional experience for me, but it was for you as well, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, I wasn't familiar with this particular song. And when Joel mentioned it to me, I thought he was out of his mind.
Not the first one.
And then it became, it was kind of like, how do I get this day planned to do this in the middle of your, just multiple shitstorms that you're in? I needed a little break for a second just to do it, and Joel kept trying to schedule it. I was like, nope, gotta go to court again. Nope, that's not happening. Nope, I'm fighting with whoever again. And so finally, a day that he actually managed to lock me down was the day I went in there, and I remember just thinking, oh God, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm here. And then we went over our potential harmonies, which were brilliant. I thought you did a great job telling me where to go and what to do. And I just went right in to sort of do my thing that I do when I'm in the studio. And as I was doing it, I started reading the lyrics, and I started it came over me because I was reading the lyrics, and I thought, my God, he's been through, I know he went through the same stuff that I was going through, and it just really got very emotional about it, and it felt right, even though I thought you were both kind of off,
Well, we are.
But yeah, I didn't know for me, it was super emotional, yeah.
Well, it just became absolute magic, and the day that we ended up recording was actually Easter Sunday, which is I told Joel that I would make it work, and I think I had a show the night before in New Jersey, and I got on the earliest flight I could get to LA so that I could meet you there at the studio. And Joel got on his own plane, but
I flew commercial.
no, he did fly commercial on that show. I'm just needling a little bit, and I'm just getting started. But we got there on Easter Sunday, and something about that in itself is a bit poignant, that we were there on Easter Sunday and recording this song. But I have to tell you that was one of the, as a studio guy and as a singer and everything, that was just one of the most magic moments of my career. And I've been doing this a long time. But having you sing out there was just a wonderful, wonderful experience.
I had never ever seen, nor I don't think anyone else, Lisa actually become so emotional as she did in the booth. And the take that she did after she realized the lyrics and realized the gravity of it was a take that you hear. And on Elvis's best day, I don't think he could have done better. This track, the take that she did, and you listen to it, if anyone ever had a doubt, looking at Lisa, that she's not Elvis's daughter, you listen to that music, and you can't tell where he ends and she begins, and it's really extraordinary, and it's really, it really is, it's Presley. And everything we do here and everything we try to do is about what's best for Elvis and what Elvis would have wanted most, which is what's best for Lisa.
So, anything else you want to tell the folks here? Because we want to play them something. So is there anything else you want to tell them before we do that?
I think that for me, I've done a few, like this would be my fourth song that I've done of duetting and with my father, but this particular thing was much more of the song. I got a quick copy of it after I did it. It didn't take long. It was like 3 or 4 takes or something. And then I got this thing, and I had forgotten myself where I was up and where he was down, where I was under him or above him in harmonies. I actually thought I was him at one point, and I thought that he was me. So I was like, wow, this is crazy. But it was like the best experience I've ever had doing this.
All right, I've got one thing to say before we go. So, Graceland is about family, and it's really about a sense of community. And it's so important, and I appreciate everyone being here and everyone supporting us, and especially supporting Lisa. But when Andy talks about losing someone, on Wednesday, Andy's dad, Dan, passed away. Was a really pillar of the community, a principal at one of the high schools. And I'd all like everyone to stand at a moment of silence for Dan Childs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you all for doing that. My dad had Alzheimer's, and he's been in a memory care facility for a year. In fact, it was last year, right around Elvis Week, that he went in there. But he passed away peacefully on Wednesday night. And he was principal here at Briarcrest Christian School, and which, if you ever saw the movie The Blind Side with Sandra Bullock, that's actually my school that was part of the movie. And I graduated high school with Leanne Roberts Toohey, who was the character that Sandra Bullock played. So my dad was principal of that school. Anyway, would you like to hear the track that Lisa and her dad sang together? Yeah. We have a wonderful music video that's been put together for this, and you'll be able to see some footage of Lisa actually when she was recording in the studio at East West Recording Studios on Sunset Boulevard in LA, and you'll see some great footage of Elvis that has been included in there. So it's a wonderful piece. We're going to play that right now, but I just want to say what a treasure you are, and what a wonderful experience this has been working on this record with you. Lisa Marie Presley.
I just have I have to thank all of you, and I have to thank Joel and everyone for supporting me. And it's been an incredible experience. That was a labor of love, I feel like, for everybody involved. So thank you very much for your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Marie Presley. So if you'll watch the screens on the side now.